Welcome to today's tutorial, which will be covering our Market View feature, or as we like to call it around here, most active on steroids. Market View should be a core part of your active trading strategy and the first window you look at when you load your platform to start your trading day. Almost everyone is familiar with the standard most active windows found on most platforms that give you the top 10 or maybe even 20 most active traded stocks on each exchange. That kind of stuff is old news. Market View is the next generation of that type of feature that doesn't just give you the top 20, it displays the entire equity market based on desired parameters such as share volume, percent change, etc. So here we have the Market View window open. And again, this is something you want to open right at the start of the trading day because this is all live data. And as you can see here, as we talked about before, we can select the markets that we want to scan. So for example, we're going to click on Select Market tab in the upper left. We can have it scan NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, Amex, OTCBB, Pink Sheets, all the above, or just some of the above. So let's go ahead and say that we want to have it just scan the NASDAQ stocks for right now. We uncheck the lower four, and now what we're scanning is live data on just the NASDAQ exchange. And these are all stocks and how they're moving based on the criteria that we'll be setting in just a minute. So it's very important to know that once you first get in the system, you want to select the stock markets that are going to be specific to your needs. Let's say we want to add a stock market. Let's say we want to add the OTCBB. We simply just check the box, and now we have all the data for NASDAQ and OTCBB. Look over here on the left side, the number of stocks that we have. This is now showing over 3,200 stocks, all of which can be arranged by various columns or criteria that we would like to have it sort through. So we have, from the far left, we have time, symbol, company name, bid, ask, last price, the net change, the percent change, the volume, the trades for the day, and the dollar volume. Again, these are just what's displayed in the beginning. We can change any of these. We can add or remove by simply just clicking, right-click on your mouse. We can remove bid if that's what we don't want to have. Let's say, for example, we don't want to have the net change. We just click on remove net. Let's say we want to add something. We right click, insert column, and then we can choose any one of these here to add. We can add average daily volume. We can add moving price average, which is a little bit different. We'll talk about that in another tutorial. We can add pullback, recline. We can add the spread, for example, which is the difference between the bid and the ask price. I like to find stocks that have a very tight spread. We can also organize these columns ascending or descending order. So for example, right now it's organized on how many trades the stocks have. So the higher amount of trades are on top, the lowest amount of trades, as you can see, all the way down to 1 are at the bottom. Let's say we want to know the stocks that have the lowest bid, for example. Simply click on bid with your left mouse button first to have it go highest to lowest, another time to have it go lowest to highest. So now we can find the super sub pennies here. We can also do that for the spread, for example. Stocks with a big spread, stocks with a very minimal or no spread. We can do that to last price. If we want to find stocks that have a lower price, then we click on it twice to organize it in descending fashion. We can do numeric order for stock symbols. All symbols with A, all symbols with Z. I like to have it mostly the stocks that have the most amount of trades because obviously that represents the stocks that are most liquid. Let's say, for example, now I find a stock that I'm looking to get more information on. I'm looking at eBay. eBay is green for the day. The symbol is green, which represents it's up. When the symbol's red, it represents it's down. Another great feature that EquityFeed has. So let's click on eBay. When I click on it one time with my left mouse button, it'll open up the day trade montage. Once we're in the day trade montage, I can either have a chart for 2 days or anywhere from 30 minutes to 1 year. I'm going to go ahead and find a 2-month chart on a daily, and I want to do a candle. I don't want to have a line, so I'm going to choose candle. Now I have a 2-month candle chart, and I can add just a couple indicators here. I'm going to go ahead and put in the MACD line. So now I see the MACD with the candles. Underneath is a neat section that we have now showing news. I can click on level 2 to show the level 2. I can click on averages to find the 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, or 60 volume average and price average. I can click on pivot point, and that'll also give me the pivot points of resistance and support for this stock. Go back on news. I can check on the box where it says news on chart, and it puts a little orange dot everywhere there is news. Now it makes it a little bit confusing for a stock like eBay because they put out a large amount of news. So I'm going to uncheck that box. I can do filings on the chart. So now we have little light blue boxes that are filings, which is very neat. Alright, and over here on the right side of our day trade montage, we have obviously times and sales and some other information. So we're going to go ahead and just close this out because we'll do day trade montage at another time. Another thing we can do, instead of just left clicking, would be right clicking on eBay, and that'll give us options to get level 2 quote, get times and sales, add it to my watch list, select or unselect the stock. So as you can see, this is a very powerful tool, and the best thing about it is that it's all live. You can see here that the time 10:32:02, 03. This is updating live, and again, it's scanning the entire equity market for whatever we choose: NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, Amex, Pink Sheets. I can fill all these up, and then once I go down to the bottom here, now we're talking about over 8,600 stocks. So as you can see, this gives you just a wealth of information. One more feature that we like to discuss is the fact that you can drag and drop any of these columns here. If I don't want the organization to be time, symbol, company, bid, ask, I want to have the spread over by the symbol, I simply just left click on the word spread and drag it to anywhere I want it to be. I can do the same thing for trades. So now I want to have the symbol, the amount of trades, and then the spread. If I want to move spread back somewhere else, I just drag and drop the symbol somewhere else. It's very easy, and again, it just makes it a lot more easy on the eyes to be able to have it organized the way you want it. The symbol, the trades, maybe even the dollar volume because you want to find out how liquid the stock is. Company name may not be very important for me right now. I'm just looking to trade quickly, so I can drop that all the way over on the far right hand side. So that's just another neat feature that you can have with the Market View section. As always, if you have any questions about the Market View section of EquityFeed.com, you can come check us out at our website, www.equityfeed.com. Good luck and happy trading.